All right, guys. Day 8 of the 100 Days of LeetCode. Today we got a really easy one. It's the first problem on LeetCode. It is two sum. Let's get right to it. Let's start by reading it. So, given an array of integers nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. So right here we have an example. Nums is 2, 7, 11, 15. Target is 9. So we can see, 2 plus 7 is 9. So we're returning 0th index, 1 index in an array. Same thing here. Nums 3, 2, 4. Target is 6, 2 and 4. Returning 1 and 2, right? First index, second index. And here, target is 6. Only two numbers, sum to 6, return 0, 1. Okay, so to solve this problem, we're going to be using a hash map. Now, what a hash map is essentially it's just a collection of key value pairs that can be accessed really quickly if you have the key. So it can be accessed in constant time. So it means it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick to be using a hash map. And when you can use it, barring other problems, it's definitely good to be comfortable using maps. So we can just create one. We can just call it the map, and we can just say a new hash map, key as an integer, value as an integer, parentheses. Good. Okay, so I am just going to go ahead and create an array because we're returning an array. And I am just going to call it the array. I'm just going to go ahead and basically make it an array of 2 and just manually initialize it to zeros and zeros. There's other ways of initializing that array if you want. There's other ways of doing this. That's how I'm doing it. That's not really the crux of the problem here. So what we want to do is we want to iterate through the nums array, and now when we're at a certain index of the array, we know what the other number is that we're going to be looking for simply by doing subtraction. So we can just say int diff equals target minus nums I. So the current number that we're at in the array, we can get the difference by using the target subtracting, the current number. So now that we have that, we can search for that in our map. And if it's in our map, we can simply put these two values in our array, excuse me, so the two index values, and that's it. And if it's not, now what we have to do is we have to put that key, which would be the number itself, into the map with a value of the index that it was found at, right? So what we can do is we can just do this. So we can say if the map dot contains key diff, we are just going to say the array 0 equals, I'm just going to say I, and the array 1 equals the map dot get diff. So what this does is it will return the value that is stored at that key. So the value that is stored at that key, as you'll see in the else statement here, is just going to be the index that we found that at. And we can just say return the array. Now we can say else. So if the difference is not in the map, what we need to do is we need to put the number that we're currently at in the map so that if we need that later on in our for loop, we can find that and we can return that as part of our answer. So what we're simply going to do is we're simply going to do the map dot put as our key. We're going to do nums I, I. All right, so we're putting the number as the key, the I as the value. And, oops, I'm still in my for loop there. Let's clean up these parentheses a little bit, or else it's going to bother me. And just because Java will want this, we can just return the array at the bottom. We will never get there because, again, you may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, so we're going to find it in our for loop. But again, like I said, Java would throw a fit if that return statement wasn't in there. So let's go, let's submit. And there we go. Pretty quick solution, pretty good, doing it with a hash map. It saves needing to use the naive solution, which again would just be nested for loops. And it makes it a lot quicker, a lot better. So yeah, guys, that was day 8. If you guys liked it, please like, subscribe. We got another 92 days of the 100 days of LeetCode, excluding Sundays. So yeah, let's keep going.